What's up? What's up? What it do? It's your boy TGC. Falling back, taking it easy. Ain't out there doing no manual labor today to go chase that fiat money or whatever. But I feel good. Um, Said I would start making these videos when I felt like the last one I made outside, the levels wasn't that high. So hopefully this one is different. We'll see as it goes along. If not, then that's the way it was meant to be. I'm only kidding. But how y'all making out? See, it's a lot of pain going around the planet, and it's always been pain going around the planet, in my opinion. And all this is just my opinion. It's just me expressing some things on my mind. But now is a time, in my opinion, that a lot of past energies are being released. People who were holding a lot of things in, including myself, we're starting to let them go. Tune into that, because if you hold on to that for some other things that may happen, you want to be prepared for it. I'm not making these videos to talk your head off, even though I would really love to. It's just really some stuff that we all share. Like, we all have eyes. Those of us who are able to see, we don't see things the way everybody else sees them because they're our eyes, and vice versa. We're not going to see everybody's way or view to things because they're their eyes. That's not an insult to anybody's intelligence. It's just think about the simplicity in that. We have a tendency a lot of times of making or trying to put our lives on other people, and we don't even realize it because we come from our perspective and we'll say our experience and things of that nature, and we're correct in that, in our experience. But it's just that it's our experience. A lot of times I have very good intentions when I'm talking to folk, and they want me to make them laugh, or people rather laugh than hear something that touches them, besides going to church. And this ain't about religion or politics or any of those things, because you have a right to feel how you want to feel about them based on what you know and your perception of how those things make you feel. The commonality that we all share is that we all have feelings. Some people tune into them a little more, some people tune into them a little less. There are many names. Some people say emotional, some people say whatever. But that I don't like getting into spirit and soul. That feeling inside you, like wiggle your fingers, that's a force. That doesn't come from just nothing. Point being, we all share that in common. Um, I think we need to start dealing with ourselves first before we go try to coach other people. Excuse the cigarette. Um, Only because some of y'all may not smoke. I smoke. I'm working on quitting. Those are things that I'm dealing with myself. So your opinion of me smoking really doesn't matter to me. It's probably more important to you how you feel about you not smoking or you smoking. That was just an example of how I feel. I'm in tune with me, and I try to stay like that every single day as much as I can. It doesn't make me self-centered. It doesn't make me arrogant. It doesn't make me conceited or any of those things. What it does is it keeps me cool. And I'm not a loner. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people who love me and care about me, and I feel the same about them. We come in this world alone, we interact with people, and then we leave alone, and we change alone. So being alone is not a bad thing. A lot of times we really only have time alone is when we're in the bathroom or when we sleep. I'm not saying meditate, even though I think meditation is great. I really do. Or even prayer. You know, those are just my opinions to make some alone time for you. Unfortunately, for a lot of brothers and sisters and people, period, who are incarcerated, they have plenty of time to think. And what they think about, I don't know. We all think every day, and I'm not saying you have to watch your thoughts or monitor your thoughts every day. This is why I'm suggesting to take that time out so you don't have to do that. Because in a day, you figure we think about 60,000 thoughts a day based on what they teach us. Anyhow, that's a lot of thoughts to monitor. It really is. So for the realists out there who say, well, that's unrealistic, I agree with you. To monitor every single thought is damn near impossible. But you can monitor how you feel. And the way you feel determines a whole lot because it's based off what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Now, that's not saying if somebody just walk up to me and punch me in the face, I'm going to be happy. Hell to the no, I'm going to hit their ass back. So it's not that. But then, same thing as far as being hit, for example. Say I'm trying to break up a fight. See, stop right there. I tried to break a fight up and I get hit and I get upset at the people who fight I tried to break up. So it's our perception, it's our reaction. I think more of us are learning to act instead of react because there is a difference. I don't want to lecture y'all with meaning of words and things of that nature. If you feel what I'm saying, you can email me, Mr. Armore Enterprises at gmail.com, or you can Facebook me or whatever. I'm nobody's counselor, I'm nobody's teacher except of myself. But I realize because we all share that guidance inside of us, it's just a matter of tuning in and tapping into it and turning on to it. Do I always know? I'm a human being. I fuck up, I make mistakes and all of that, you know. But I learn as I grow, and I realize on a physical level, there are mistakes to others. On a inner level, an understanding level, it's part of the experience that I need to go through. I judge wisely and I trust wisely because it's when people say I don't judge people, you're a damn lie. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you're trying to see their world through your eyes. That will make you judge just in order to understand what's going on. Um, I think fun is great. I like to have fun. Like I like to swim. I like to play ball. I like to make music. I like to hear a comedian. I like good positive energy. And what I mean by that, that it normally make me smile. That's all of us. You around energy that you ain't feeling, man. Your face, either you're going to yawn if you're bored or you're going to frown up. If somebody say something to piss you off, your whole facial expression, it changes. And that's cool. That's cool. We're on the right path. Everything is all right, even though sometimes it seems like it's not. We just have to really, really tune into ourselves because what we seek is inside of us. I know for some people it's like, no, man, I want that car. Okay, but the want that made you want that car started inside of you. So when you get the car is outside. Then your feelings inside you are going to change because you got the thing that you wanted. It manifested itself. Some things take longer for some people. Some things come faster. You don't think everything you have to do. Like when you have to go to the bathroom, you don't think that. You just instinctively know that. You don't have to tell your blood to flow or your heart to beat or any of our other organs that are really amazing. We're actually really a lot more perfect than we think just in our creation as beings. Another story, another time. But anyway, this one is short. Just for anyone who's going through something and you think nobody understands, or you think nobody knows how you feel, or you think don't nobody give a shit. Normally, that's not the case. People are just really starting to tune into them, and where people had strong opinions about other things before, I think it's intensifying. But now the direction of what they're focusing on is changing. Sometimes when people get at you, it's really because they care about you. Sometimes. Other times it is what it is, and you just try to stay away from that type of energy. But think about what you bring, what you think you attract to you. You do. This is not nothing new. It has many names. I don't even want to get into that. It's you feel it on the inside. If this is resonating with you, then you know what I'm talking about because yours is probably doing the same thing talking to you. Like, not that the ball makes sense or the man makes sense or that guy on YouTube makes sense. This no, that makes sense. We can agree to disagree. A lot of times we miss the similarities of a thing because we're constantly looking at the differences. But the similarity and the differences, in my opinion, they come from the same source. That source, especially with family, is love. It's love. We just love means a lot of different things to all of us. So that it's not that love is the problem. It's just it's part of our experience. It's part of the whole journey. It's part of the we can agree to disagree things. This is how we evolve. And we can get along. We don't have to get angry and just fight and suck our teeth and all of that other things that we all do. I still do some of that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Now when I do it, I'm more aware of it and I try to control it before it happens. Because it's easy to say, well, such and such they made me this, but then you gave me your power. That's short and simple. Um, I'm gonna stop about here because I don't want to make them too long at a time. That tends to bore people. But anyway, if you dug this one, look forward to the next one. I don't know what the subject would be about. The point of this one was just really me rambling as usual, but at the end of the day, I hope you always choose to feel as best as you can at any given moment. And I understand that that's not always easy, but the power and the control is always up to you. The ego is not a bad thing. The I do is not a bad thing. We is even better, but we don't take a shit. I shit when I shit. And I'm saying that to make you laugh at the same time that, I'm just putting this love out here in a way that I feel and I chose to do. Hopefully you dug it. Peace, positive energy always creates elevation. Tune in, tap in, turn on to yourself.